Uh-oh.
Oh, no. They want the money back. There's never been consequences for my actions before. This is bullshit.
Tony, we've not had the debt very long.
We haven't even spent it.
I myself am well. The cock cannon got
We're
the Teclis of Manfred. Fuck.
These guys.
Right.
And no one else.
Okay. Is there any cool Warhammies?
I did a little bit of Warhammies.
Show me.
I can show you, Thomas. So a lovely, very kind Vodgoblin sent me a present. They sent me a pack of Forge World multi-melters for Horus Heresy. But I am going to have a real whinge. This is entirely not the Vodgobbo's fault. That was a very kind thing to send me. But did you know these, the pipes come like this? And there's a very specific point where the pipe's going to go into each item, which is, depending on the shape of the body, it's in a slightly different place than the shape of the arm that's holding it. And yeah, I'll tell you what, I've built a lot of really tricky models in my 30 years of building Warhammer.
Yeah.
I have never sworn as much.
Oh my god, it looks
trying to bend these fucking pipes.
Awful.
And have them still, because the real problem was I normally bend resin in hot water.
Ooh.
You dip it, you boil some water in a kettle, you stick it in a mug, you dip the resin into the mug, you leave it for a minute, you pull the resin out, and then you can shape it how you want and get it straight and nice, because Forge World resin is always warped.
Yeah.
But that didn't work for these. You pull them out and you could bend them a little bit, but no way. You can't do the 180-degree mega bend from that. They start to break. So I had to blast it with a hairdryer for fucking ages, and then bend it to the right shape, and then try and glue it in, and then realize, you know what, this isn't actually the right angle. It's slightly off, and it doesn't connect up right. I blast it with the hairdryer again, but that doesn't just let you adjust it. That immediately makes it spring back into its perfect straight form the moment it gets hot again. It's got a heat memory of its original shape, and it always wants to be like this.
It sounds like absolute hell. Jesus Christ. Did we see one of our vids was used by the Dutch Ministry of Defence?
Yeah, how did I miss that? I check their website every week.
Yeah, well, I guess we haven't, for the last couple of weeks, we haven't done what's new in the Dutch Ministry of Defence.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's part of our European Defence Roundup.
Right.
And we did Holland 6 months ago, so it was going to be a while before we got back round to them.
Right. What?
Please explain.
I hope it's
Was it, don't be like these people?
These degenerates.
They use a RimWorld video to explain map analysis. Oh my god. Are we in one of those training videos? Where they're like, this is how to use a map, and it's Tom and Ben.
Bad is their defense?
Wow, man, just invade Holland, apparently. They don't know what they're doing.
Don't know if I would trust us.
So, hang on, are we now getting reacted to by fucking hot military Tom and Ben?
I think so.
Are they going to make fun of us like we make fun of the Games Workshop Tom and Ben?
Fuck! They are. They're just talking about how we're fucking. We don't make fun of the Games Workshop Tom and Ben. We just compare ourselves to them, Ben.
That's true. Wow. Well, there we go. Fucking Tom and Ben. Well, if everyone wants to just leave a little Vodgoblin, a kind message from the pile, just
yeah,
give them a thumbs up and say, Kremlo came from space.
Kremlo came from space.
Don't say anything mean. These guys seem nice.
Okay. So apparently people are already commenting, maybe.
I bet they have the thing where the moderators have to approve every comment.
Approval. Oh, here we go. Unless they were like, okay, Kremlo did come from space. That we do agree.
Speaking truths, Mahans.
Wow. Very, Very good. Kremlin came from space. Kremlin came from space. Okay. Okay. Great.
No idea what you're saying, but thanks for the video. Also, Kremlin came from space.
Uh,
I love it.
super.
Fucking
super
good job, everyone.
Thank you.
Very informative. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Kremlin? I just think there's a Vodgoblin working as like a researcher in the Dutch MOD.
Oh my god, we just outed them.
Oh my god.
They just sat there sweating.
They have a Kremlo badge on and no one knew what it meant.
No, they're slowly unpinning their Kremlo badge and sliding it into their pocket.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, I guess we have done our first week of what's new in the Dutch military this week.
I can't wait to find out what happens next time.
Yeah. I hope they react to this video and it just goes on forever.
Then we react to them.
Yeah, and we just keep going back and forwards.
Amazing. But we're going to have to keep upping the ante every time. It's going to escalate. We're either going to become best friends or worst enemies.
Okay, but I think it's bad for Tom and Ben, who have little plastic toy soldiers, to become worse enemies of actual military soldiers that clearly have the backing of
a government.
A government. I don't think that we're winning that battle. What else do we have?
Oh, this surprised me. I read this today. I read this article. So Dan Abnett, he wrote the final Horus Heresy book.
He wrote the Space Marine movie, Ben.
Oh my god, he fucking did, didn't he? He wrote everyone's favourite Black Library books, and yet somehow also wrote the most trash thing I've ever watched in my life. I didn't know this was going to be a 3-parter. This is the first time they've mentioned it, as far as I'm aware.
Oh.
I thought it was a 2-parter.
Oh, that's how they get you.
And now I feel sad. Because this is very, very mild.
Have they confirmed that it's only 3 parts?
Well, good point. How long are they going to drip feed this out?
They could keep it going.
I actually really enjoyed the first book. It sounds like I am ragging on it, but The Death in the End is actually one of the best Horus Heresy books I've read.
Okay.
It was really good. I just cannot imagine.
It's a pretty low bar. Like, oh, that bird shit was one of the best bits of shit I've had on my face. Like, well, yeah, in that
No,
grand
I wouldn't
scheme of
even call
things.
it that. Like, I just genuinely enjoyed that. It was a good book.
It just feels like a scam.
It does.
It just feels like a scam. Like, 'cause if they had have announced that it was 3 books at the very beginning, people would have been a bit like, what? Keeping it as a secret, because I bet they didn't even know it was going to be 3 books. They were like, Dan, can we get 2 more books out of this? And he's like, definitely not. It'll be too padded. And they're like, what about more money though? And he was like,
well, like,
I guess we could put a few more filler chapters in. Just thumb in more characters. I guess these Never Die is going to be around a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's like when all those young adult books got turned into movies, and then the last part
Is always a
last book,
2-part.
it's always 2 films.
Yeah, because
Money.
money, and people have to know how it finishes because they've already fucking sunken cost fallacy their way through this whole giant mess.
You've already got through 3 or 4 Hunger Games,
So-
however many there were.
Great. Get a bit extra.
But you remember the Hunger Games? My God, splitting that book into 2 films was almost unbearable. Most of the first part of that film was her hanging around in a bunker, being passed letters and people telling her that Philip Seymour Hoffman wrote this because he was dead.
Oh yeah, because he had died and then he wasn't in it, and so it was just
people going, Philip wanted you to know this.
here you go.
It was just really boring.
I don't remember the last 2 films. They shoot an arrow and they kill the president. Not the president. She doesn't kill the president. Spoilers. She kills the other person and it's like, I'm the president now. But I don't think she even did that.
God, I can't
I don't know.
remember.
Was Cake Boy still alive?
He was like brainwashed and held hostage.
But then through the power of cake, did he free himself?
Yeah, he'd spent years practicing anti-brainwashing cake.
Right. He was like, the deliciousness of cake has brought me back to the good guys.
Yeah.
Yum, I love cake.
Oh.
And there's no Kickstarter roulette.
What? Is it because we made too much fun of their horniness?
I'm worried that someone higher up found out about how fucking sexy it was. And
No
they
one
were
was
like,
checking.
and they were like, what? You're putting out porn. You're doing this section to try and sneak some smut out.
Oh, how disappointing. So, after we complained about the horniness, it's been off the air for 2 weeks. I think we've just fucking killed the golden goose. I'm upset. How do we take it back?
Oh,
How do we fix this?
Shit, we want it back, please. Like, we'll put up with the 20 to 30% of smut that's in there.
That's kind of what made it fun, a little bit of danger.
It's what made it better. It's honestly what made it good.
Shit, come back, horny editor. We miss you.
Please, tabletop fix.
Can we do our own? How easy is it to like look at least viewed Kickstarters or something like that? How searchable? Can we just search miniatures and then like sort by least relevant?
Ooh, maybe.
What? It makes it
And
very
already,
easy to dodge
Ben, the
horny.
first thing, Succubus Witch.
It's already over 5,000 things going right now. Oh my god!
No,
Maybe it wasn't their fault.
It wasn't their fault. God, did they literally just go to the site and just be like, right, I type in miniatures every week and I pull the top 25 things and I just put that on a list because already...
Yeah, because this is already like real high percentage of horniness.
There's a lot of horny. Like, we've had like a good 5 or 6 horny things.
There they go again. Oh, it's not just them.
Okay. It wasn't their fault. If anything, they were protecting us. There's a higher hit ratio.
They actually filtered a lot of it
They
out.
filtered most of the smut.
Oh, and we may have got them fired. Oh, no.
Well, no, because they're still publishing things. It's still fucking...
It's every third fucking thing.
There's so much of it. That's a whole row of fucking horniness.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Oh, my God. Like, we complained
knew?
about, like, the few crimes they did not stop. But we had no idea about the atrocities that they were blocking from us every day.
It's like that meme of the soldier, like, over the child. The child has a couple of knives in them, but this guy's back is filled with knives.
Oh, my God.
And we had the audacity to complain. Oh, there's some blood on me.
Oh,
Gross.
man. It's a bit loud. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. We take it all back. We never knew. We never knew.
You were the true hero.
God, it's
whatever
so
your
fucking
name
horny.
was. Tabletop fix. We had no idea the sacrifice you made
Please.
for us. Look, oh Lord, you're a mantoid.
And Krupkink Eldrian.
You're the normal human.
But still a valued member of the crew. Until, you know, you die.
Until we have to pick someone to die.
Yeah, which... I'm not going to say it's definitely you.
It's not going to be Black Sheep, is it? Let's be honest.
As we've got some very generous donations in. This is one from Krupkink Eldrian.
Oh.
They say, hi, baby man Tom. And yes, Ben gets Lydia nickname.
Oh.
So I'll call him Triple B.
What was Lydia's nickname?
It was Baby Man and Hot Lid.
Oh.
It turned into a weird porno. Don't ask. Don't ask about it.
Why were you called Hot Lid?
I wasn't.
What?
She was called Hot Lid. I was called Baby Man.
Why are you the baby man?
I think because
makes
she has
even
an
less
adult
sense.
baby fetish. It was because I said I didn't like coffee, and so she was like, he's a baby man.
Oh, coffee's gross. You're correct.
Well, it could be baby Tom and Ben. But then, like a weird, like school ground bully, she was like, "Come on, everyone, let's start calling him Baby Man." And the simps were like, "Yeah, notice me, Lydia." And so then here we have Crook Kink Eldrian.
Wow.
Zoe donates $3. Hey, Zoe. There's a time and bomb.
It is.
Did you know that Birmingham is a canon planet in 40k?
Yeah, they first mentioned it, as far as I'm aware, in the Rogue Trader rulebook.
Yeah.
It mentions it as it's a planet of infinite darkness that knows only eternal night, or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's Birmingham. And it's like a backwards nowhere land full of idiots.
Yeah, they were not very kind.
Well, I think they were. That's nicer than real Birmingham.
Wow.
A joke. The Black Planet. A feral world.
5 to 10 million guardsmen per Terran year.
Receives almost no light from its star and is swathed in perpetual darkness. Yeah,
That's the one.
Basically what I said. Yeah, seems legit.
The Drukhari attack it. And
I didn't know it was the homeworld of a chapter. That's a bit too cool for Birmingham.
which chapter is it? The Harbingers.
The ones you've never heard of. Heard of the Harbingers?
Who?
Ooh, very jazzy.
Ooh. Well, I guess they've got no light there, so they thought, like, yeah, we're going to paint our guys edgy black. I've definitely got black paint here. They're like, yeah, fuck it, slap it on.
Did you get painted in the dark?
Just.
Yes, they did. Tony!
Tony's for the free money.
You got some free money for me?
Hey, Tony.
Take out the loan, 100 scrap. Oh, and he's going to sell us.
Are you going to do a Baldur's Gate 3? Either co-op on Wednesdays or stream by yourself. I want to see the dumb shit you get up to.
I wasn't planning to.
I wasn't planning to. I didn't realize you could co-op. Make it like a funny thing to do.
Also, I don't know if it's true, but my feeling
You
is
can fuck a bear.
Oh!
Do you not know about...
I didn't know how you could fuck a bear.
Like, it... Do you want to see?
Yeah. Oh, he looks like he wants to fuck a bear.
Just... Now, I don't know if you do fuck this bear.
What is this? Why? Is that optional, or do you have to? Is that just part of the main quest?
It's completely optional. But...
Wow.
You can fuck a bear.
So I was listening to a podcast by these authors who talk about book stuff.
Is there bear fucking in it?
And they were talking about how there was a big, like, they were looking at like trends on what sells, and like certain genres rise and fall over time as there's like fads and people like stuff. And, you know, one book will do really well and then there'll be a whole bunch of people making the same kind of book for a bit.
Sure.
Like, you know, young adult was all about dystopian futures for
Yeah.
a while and stuff like that. So after like Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey, there was a lot of like adult woman romance fantasy about like millionaires taking women on, you know, erotic adventures.
Ooh.
But there was also, because of Twilight, quite a lot of like women making out with supernatural shape-shifting creatures.
Okay, right. What's the
And
most...
so these two genres were both very popular, making a lot of money. So one guy cracked the code
Millionaire Centaur.
and wrote Billionaire, the story of a billionaire werebear, and crossed the streams.
Billionaire. Is a werebear the most erotic of the... I guess it's punny.
I just think this is kind of funny because I never would have thought this was a popular thing, but you reminded me of it with the bear scene. Maybe that's where they got the idea. They were like, people want to fuck a bear. You know, this is like, they've sold so many books. Let's put it in the game.
Not us, just some chat. Look, I am all about erotic novels, but we can make fun of some subjects. I was making fun of Baldur's Gate for bear sex, and so I'm going to make fun of this for bear sex. It's just a real specific niche that I did not I didn't realize how big it was.
Yeah.
I only make fun of it because I don't understand it. But now, Billionaire from Bear Mountain.
So, I was wondering about what is the etiquette of banging a shapeshifter? Because let's say, I was watching Infinity War, right? And Scarlet Witch and Vision have a sexy time in a hotel together.
Yeah.
Vision can completely change what he looks like.
Okay, yeah.
Like there's one scene where he's just come out of he's just been born, and he sees that Thor's got a cape, and he's like, oh, that's a sweet cape.
I want a cape.
And then he has a cape. It grows out of him. And then like he can change his face to look like human skin. Like it seems like he can basically do and look however he likes.
Sure.
So if you're in a committed relationship with someone who can do that, and they're like, oh, you know, just let me know if you want anything a different shape, or you want, what do you like? We can work it out. And that's like lovely, right? You know, you're working together to both be happy, but then you come back just with like a big list or like a Photoshop collage you've made.
I
feel like that gets weird, right?
I think you ease into it, right?
Look like
I think you're going a bit too hard. 'Cause it's like, oh, if your partner comes to you and they're like, oh, I got some fluffy handcuffs, and you're like, oh, that's a bit of fun. And then the next night you're like, oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
So I actually converted the basement. Now come into my fuckatorium with the plastic light walls and, you know,
we have the Sex
mega
Olympics
setup.
on the mega swing.
You're going from 0 to 60 immediately.
Right, so you don't just say, look like this now, please.
Yeah.
I've drawn a sketch.
I think you ease into that. You build up. Like, you know, you need to leave room for you guys to develop something.
Yeah, I don't know. At what point does it go from like being like normal to just being oddly specific and ruins the relationship when you basically ask them to turn into a completely different person?
I feel like if you had that power, you would at some point. You would. You'd be like, oh, boom. I want to fuck the queen.
Yeah.
And they're like, weird, but sure.
Sure. Now a bear.
Now a bear. But then, I guess you got to watch out. You don't want to upset that person.
No.
Because you might be having sex with them, and they're like, you've been asking a lot of demands. You know, you are so close to finishing. And then they're like, boom, now I'm your dad. And you're like,
oh, fuck.
like, they can
fuck
just
you real
turn
bad.
that power on you and use it for evil.
Yeah, you got to stay on their good side.
Really be careful.
Do you take that old witch's curse?
What is the rule? Because I'm a millionaire. Is that I just have £1 million? Or do I get £1 million every year?
Let's say...
I want £1 million every year.
Okay. Well, okay, yeah, sure. We'll say that. We'll start with that and see how we get on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. They want the money back. There's never been consequences for my actions before. This is bullshit.
Tony, we've not had the debt very long.
We haven't even spent it. Okay. Where's...
Keep fighting. If we just stay there, fuck the people on our ship.
Yeah. Gladly. We'll let Rock Boy...
We keep fighting and we rip his guns apart.
Yeah, okay.
Although this could just kill us.
Maybe we want to go for the mind control.
No, I think we have to take out the guns. The mind control is meaningless compared to 5,000 flak guns.
Yeah, that's true. We've got to rip those guns up. Okay.
Did you pop your pheromones?
Good call.
Okay, you shot down some of
Oh,
it.
we are nearly dead. We've got 5 whole.
Yeah, but if he blows up our ship, all of his crew die, so his run is over as well.
Mutually assured destruction. Perfect. Oh, here we go.
Good.
Oh, fuck. We've got his ship, though. Look at
Yeah.
that. All his crew are dead.
We own your ship.
We have Tony's ship now.
That seems fair to me.
We win. I think. We just swapped ships.
Yeah. We just go and we just delete the clone bay, save, and, put our DNA in there.
Great. Okay, well, stop ripping the guns apart. These are our guns now.
It's bullshit. That's not true.
I think the game's bugged.
Tortron.
Hello,
That is
Tortron.
$9. Hello, Tortron. They say, hello, Bim and Tim. I work at a company that produces the Games versus Reality show for the Dutch MOD. And I, among other things, collect the clips to be used.
Ooh.
The subject was terrain analysis in the context of military construction. Until next time, Winky Face.
They're the Vodgobo in the research team hiding their Kremlo badge.
Holy shit.
That's amazing.
Right. Can you...
If you give us a heads up about a future video, we could purposefully make a clip for it.
give us like the lead in?
Yeah.
If it's like, oh, it's about fucking, I don't know, navigation. It's about retreating. It's about something. We will really will do the most elaborate, ridiculous clip
Yeah.
possible.
And see if we can get back on the show.
Can you just give us a... It's about ambushes. Oh, well, just give them the Brothers Doomborn. That whole thing. Yeah, let us know, and we'll make a goofy clip. But it'll be like totally legit.
Yeah.
God, yeah, if we can get Kremlo in there.
Sadly, that's classified. Bam. Yeah, I mean, fucking everything is with the military.
We'll never tell.
Not worth losing your job over, though, is it? Really?
Winky face.
You know, we don't read out every donation. That's all I'm saying.
Next on the BBC, Yoska's colluding with the Dutch military. Very lovely tank. Very pretty.
Yeah, good job.
Real dirty. Real rad.
Yeah.
Do they come with crew anymore?
They never came with crew.
Ben, you fucking idiot.
Whoops.
Do you even play Warhammer?
No, they never had crew. The Griffin. You're thinking of the Imperial Guard Griffin tank, not the Basilisk. Oh, they did release metal crew that was sold separately. I said they didn't come with crew because they didn't. You could buy a special pack of blister pack of crewmen. So technically correct.
I feel like there was a time when those guys came in that box, that Basilisk box, because I did have a Basilisk.
I had a Basilisk and mine didn't come with it.
But I did have those figures, but I don't think I ever put them on.
Oh. Oh, wow. Someone in chat saying, Alice Lacoris says the plastic Basilisk still comes with crew, but you don't use them because they're stinky Cadians. Does it? I've never seen plastic Cadian Basilisk crew.
What?
Does no one ever glue them on? Is there an accessory?
Well, I guess there is a guy that sits in the Coppola.
Oh, in the generic accessories
But
crew that every tank comes
is that
with.
not a crew member? Is it not with the tank?
He's not Basilisk crew, though, is he?
What is he crewing?
Whatever you stick him on.
What is he crewing?
He's
in
not like
this
holding a
situation?
shell, is he? Or loading
What is
it?
he crewing in this situation?
Yeah, I think chat's full of shit. I don't think they come with a dude standing on the back.
Well, I guess you get a standing up guy that could be stood firing up.
Oh,
a heavy
right. He's
stubber.
the stubber guy could be just stood on the back, couldn't they? Okay.
And so can be crewing a Basilisk.
You're right. I didn't consider the turret guy.
I didn't either, but when you started ruling on technically, I had to counter with my own technically.
True. Okay, yeah, technically a crewman. But not the one either of us were thinking of.
No, which makes it even better. Yeah, God, I didn't realize it had this at all. Well, we need to get Ben home to bed.
Past my sick bedtime.
He is poorly, but we'll see you then. Thank you so much to everyone who's donated, everyone who's chatted,
Thank you.
everyone who's hung out, everyone who backed me, believing that there was Basilisk crew. I respect you for a true friend.
Yeah, you were the real hero.
You are the real hero.
And please, we beg you, outside of the box,
Please.
Souls, please come back to us. We're sorry.
Please give us Kickstarter roulette. We loved it.
Bring it back.
We didn't realize how fucking bad Kickstarter was.
Yeah, we thought it was your fault, but it's
Had
not.
no idea. Until next time, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.